We'll make it work. Either that or my loud voice will carry Paris. I am so excited to be here tonight. Again, my name is Jay Brinker. I'm really thrilled to be here with all of my AWA sisters out of kids. Thank you so much for having me and inviting me tonight. And I have a question for you guys. What would it mean to you if you had all of your content ready, done, scheduled, and posted? What would that look like? What would that feel like? So think about it right now. How would that make you feel if your content was working for you? Debbie's like, oh man. Bliss.
In college, you don't have enough time to call plays. We're still one of the reasons you talk about.
Margaritas. I love it. I mean, it is true that margaritas to make us a little bit more creative.
I would be a but I said so.
Exactly. So imagine if you really did have all of this done. How many of you guys are business owners in the room? So I want to share who I'm speaking to. So the majority of you guys are business owners. And for those of you that are professionals, do you raise your hand if you are a professional and you have to do some kind of social media? Yeah, because you're being forced to post, right? Your employer wants you to post, and your employer wants you to create a social media post and contribute to the feed, right? So for all of you today, this is going to help you get through I don't know what I'm posting. I don't know how or what I should come up with today to post. Maybe the last time I posted was a week ago. And I have no idea what to post right now. Or do I really want to post? And these are some of the concerns that come up, right? Every day. It's like, I don't have time. How many of you guys really seriously don't have time? Guys, I run a 6-figure agency. I don't have time. Believe me. And I do this for a living. So I know for a fact, if I do it for a living, I know for a fact that you guys don't. Because you don't do that for a living, right? And you have I never know what to post, Jim. And I don't feel inspired today. And believe me, I do content for a living. And even I struggle sometimes with like, I'm so uninspired. Like, I don't want to post it. And I went through the end of May all the way through the middle of July without creating a piece of content. And you would never even know. So the only people that knew were my marketing sisters, and I'm like, look, I don't feel like adulting today. I don't want to do video. I don't want to do another graphic. If I see one more freaking graphic post, I'm going to scream because I do this for a living. So imagine those of you that don't do it, how you guys would feel. And so I went through about 45 days or a little over 45 days where I literally did not do one piece of content, but you would never, ever know. And I'm going to show you how. And why you would never know. I don't know what's working. How many of you guys are terrified with like, I don't even know what's going on to this platform. Another platform, now there's Threads, and now there's Lemonade. Because you've got to post on Lemonade now. Everybody's heard of Lemonade? I know. Yeah, exactly, right? So you're like, what? Like, I want to keep up with all the trends, all the platforms, all the everything, right? And, it's Lemonade, right? It's a new platform. And Threads. How many of you guys heard about Threads? Just a few. So it's like another platform. It's like every day there's a new platform that I have to post on. And if that wasn't enough, you've got all the gurus out there telling you, from Alex Hormozi to Gary Vaynerchuk and everyone else telling you, you've got to post 5 times a day. You're like, bro, I can't even post once a week. What are you talking about? So and they tell you, you've got to post that many times, you've got to, and then how many of you guys have heard the part where they tell you, okay, Debbie, I want you to post inspirational tips. And tomorrow, educational. And tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, entertainment. Make sure you dance a little bit. You've all heard that, right? So you've all heard you have to post 5 minutes times a every single platform. You all have been told you've got to be entertaining. Let me tell you, it's okay. I want you to breathe. Take a deep breath. Let it go. You've been lied to. It's okay. You don't have to do any of those things at all. And let me tell you why. So, 96% of business owners never make money from content. You guys hear that?
Yeah,
When I read that statistic, it hurt in my bones because I do this for a living. I create content for people, and the realization that my content that I create for other business owners may not even make it to a sale. But one of the reasons why is because A, we don't have a system, we don't have strategy, and also by the time that you post, you end up posting a gold post. I know you're trying to be like, no, not me, Jay. But this is a safe place. How many of you guys end up posting that gold post? So we're going to move away from that today. So there's what I call the profitable evergreen content. It's called PEC. Profitable evergreen content. I'm going to pick on Debbie one, just because it's really easy. It's really easy. I know she does for a living. One of the things that people ask you, your clients ask you over and over and over again. What is one thing they ask you?
This quick course not refund.
Where's my refund?
Did it die and look make
Where's my refund? And how many times throughout the year, especially during the peak season, do you get asked that?
A lot.
Like a million times. If I know that, I would probably be asked, where's our refund? So here's the thing, guys. Profitable evergreen content, think about it this way. I'm going to break it down for you really easy. It's the content that I want you to create. Think about all the questions that you get asked over and over and over again. Think of it as, your kid when they ask you over and over, you're like, "Can you just Google that?" Okay, those questions, I need you to answer those questions. I need you to get into the habit of saying, okay, today I'm going to post a post about virtual refund. Hi, I'm Debbie Holiday with Holiday & Associates. Guess where your refund is today? I can't tell you, but I can tell you that if you file it on time, this is where it's going to be. If you did this is where it's going to be. And if you happen to have also done this, then that might be the reason why your refund is held back a bit. How fast was that magic? I don't do taxes. I don't do accounting. I have no clue what she really does in her daily life. But I can pull that because I know for a fact that if she just does a video that says, I don't know, but I can kind of tell you where it is in the pipeline if you just follow these things. Or if you file this might be the reason why it stops somewhere. In the IRS.
This year it's not signed as a dancing.
Thank goodness.
I still got some of that number refund since February.
Since February?
Since February, and they're still holding. So our questions this year have been so
All over the place. Why is it still
holding?
holding?
It's like, you did 21 days, we'll be back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that. So I could do that plus normally
it would be 14 to 21 days. However, this year, because we had some extra this and that, it could be one of those, right? It was like 37 months.
could be next year.
Could be next year. But that's the concept that you've got to create. So no matter what you do in your business, think of all the questions. And guys, even the dumb questions. Because those probably end up going viral if you answer. Yeah.
So think
of it that way. Think of all the questions that your clients ask you, and then think of pillars differently. Pillars are not educational. They're not entertaining. They're not inspiration. Today we're going to post an inspirational quote, and that's my content poet for a day. That's not how it works. Today we're going to post, if you were a health insurance agent, and you are primarily like to work with large businesses and you provide benefit solutions for large businesses. Today, one of your pillars can be where you talk about the importance of retention in your human capital.
Yes.
And the importance of providing benefits for your employees and how that increases job satisfaction and performance. That could be one of your pillars. So content that you continue to do is around that. Another thing could be about content about how, as a business owner, what are the benefits of you providing health benefits for your employees. So under that category, it could be thinking about, signing up for health benefits for your small business and your employees. Here's 3 things that you need to have before you call an insurance agent for a quote. Right? That could be one pillar, and then that's just the topic that it is that flip. So that's what the pillars are. And evergreen is, they're going to ask you today, they asked you yesterday, and they're going to ask you forevermore. So guess what? Next year, someone's going to ask Debbie and Lupe, where's my refunds? So that piece of content that you create, that one video that you created about where's your refund this year, you can post it again. Because I tell you right now that there's a literally 0.333, like the most minuscule amount that if you post that video today and you post it again a week later, your followers will not see it. If they didn't see it the first time, they may see it the second time you post it. If you post it 3 months from now, they probably won't see it at all. And if they do, and they're following you, they don't want. The amount of content that there's about, it said that it's about 10,000 pieces of content that we consume over 1 month. That's an insane amount of content. And if you're like me, that's like to sit and scroll on her TikTok because it's just hilarious, you probably consumed it in under 30 minutes. You probably consumed thousands, at least 1,000 pieces of content, and you keep it up. And so the likelihood of you seeing Debbie's post is slim to none. So post the freaking content again.
But you don't favorites, it pops up.
It will pop up on a favorite. I mean, well, obviously, because it's going to pop up, right? But post that piece of content again. And post it again in 3 months. No one's going to remember that you posted it. Believe me, I promise you, it's not going to happen. When, about a couple of years ago, I was in New York right before the pandemic. I was speaking to a group of realtors, and they're like, Jay, will you repost it? I'm going, honey, are you going to see the same thing again? Ooh, so cringe. I'm like, no, bro, it's more cringe that you're trying to figure out how to create more content and you can't even post it if you can't create more content. And now it's so normal for you to repost your content over and over because there's a very slim chance that your followers are going to see it. And how many of you guys can play, none of my followers see my content? Crazy. So if you're complaining that your followers aren't seeing your content, don't worry, repost something you already posted. So remember, I took a hiatus for about 45, almost 45 days from posting. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I didn't post for over a month. So keep that in the back of your head. Did you not post?
I did. So on the post that you're reposting, are you using the same butter or am I getting to twist it a little bit?
I can if you want to. You already a superstar.
Sometimes I don't like to use it, but I use it the first time, but the second time I'm not going to be better. But for some on the quality your page, they will see that one. The ones that I registered from 3 years ago, because all time.
They're not going to remember that you posted 3 years ago, at least. I probably don't remember either. Just make sure to block Lupe so that she doesn't see your content.
I have that even great one doing my post because she'll like, oh, like you're posting that's all of a sudden and it's like I just gone through it on the page. It's like all of a sudden it's like I haven't all the one again. Like right now I'm with you when I get this didn't touch. It's because sometimes you're so utterly relieved that your everyday life and the list is moved from the top of my list down to the bottom. That process week.
Yeah. And guess what? Today, I'm going to make you feel so comfortable about creating content, and you're not going to feel overwhelmed, and you're not going to feel like, oh my God, I need to post a piece of content every day. Just wait till the end, guys. I promise you, it's 10 minute growth with that. Yeah. So what I want you to do is start off with just 2, no more than 3 pillars. What are those main topic ideas, the big ideas in your industry, in your business, in your professional, on the way so you guys can take a picture of that? What do you want to be known for? For me, it's I want to be known as the girl that slays content. I talk about content all day, every day. I talk about posting and content. I don't talk about trends. This is trending. The algorithm just changed. Instagram just released a new algorithm. I don't because I'll be chasing that all day, every day. It changes 3 or 4 times during the same day. I burnt out back in 2018, 2019, and I said, no, there's got to be a better way. And so I created this for a reason. Because there's got to be a better way for real business owners that run a business that are not influencers, that are not going to get in front of their camera and shake their little behind off. We don't do that. We don't have time for that. We're not going to roll on the floor and say, hi, I'm your insurance agent. I'm here. We're just not going to do those kind of things. So what do you want to be known for? Okay? What does your audience always ask you? What are the questions that your clients always ask you? What topics have you talked with a friend in a networking group like today where people ask you specific topics and questions and it leads to booking a conversion, a one-on-one, a sale? What are those things that you talk about that you're like, oh, when I said this, it immediately prompted the girl like, can I book a one-on-one with you? What are those items? What are those topics? And what's easy for you to talk about or repeat? Guys, I talk about content and creating content and evergreen content all day to like all day, all night, while I sleep, while I eat. I mean, I think I even scream it at night, and I think that's exactly what plays in my head. Because I talk about content all day, all night. And if you tell me, Jay, there's no speaker tonight, can you speak? Sure. I don't even have to look at my slides because I know I can talk about that one thing all day, every day. What is that one thing that you can talk about all day, every day, within your profession, within your business, that you are really good at? That is the content that I want you to create. Now, here's where it gets really fun. How many of you guys have been told that you have to create a piece of content for every single day? And you're like, yeah, I don't need to work for that. I'm running a business. I'm trying to train a PA. I'm trying to work on this client project that they just called me and I have to do. You know, this client just turned in their taxes and they want me to tell them where's the refund. Come on, guys. We don't have time for that. What if I told you you only had to do 12 pieces of content? How does that sound compared to 30 pieces of content? Yeah, is it manageable? Alright, so let's break down the 12 pieces. How many of you guys hate doing video? Okay. What if I told you I only want you to do 4 videos? Does that feel better? Does that feel manageable? No. Can you confidently do 4? Just 4. No. And then I'm asking you for 4 30-minute. No. I want you to do 4 pieces of content that are in video format under 1 minute. Can you do 4 minutes for me? Does that feel better?
They don't even have to be 1, or they just have to be 4.
Just 4. Just 4. They don't have to be wonderful. They don't, guys.
That's their
Done is better than perfect. You don't need flying stuff. Mind you, obviously I run an agency and some of my videos have the cha-chings and the flyings and all the stuff going across the screen while you're watching me. For those of you, shameless plug, at BJ Franco, TNTJ Franco on Instagram. So you can see what I'm talking about. For context, for total context, not because I'm not following you. But you don't have to. Sometimes the videos that perform the best are literally, I was walking my dog and I decided to pull out my phone from my little fanny pack and I'm like, hey guys, just quick thought, and sometimes I don't start with hey guys because that's one of the things that I try not to do. And I'm like, have you ever gone through this? Where I'm talking to my best friend. Did you ever go through this when you were doing this? And it kind of stops people like, yeah, me, I'm my family, me too. You want to create that me too moment, right? So I want you to create 4 videos under 1 minute. I want you to create 4 posts that are promotional in a sense. Promotional meaning you straight up sell. You straight up do a graphic that has your information for your business and says, so just to give you context, we created a graphic for a lawyer, and they're in property management and HOA law. And so the graphic on the top in bold letter got chickens. And I tell you, that post did perform so well. Got chickens. Lord forbid you're in like this really beautiful neighborhood, and it's a really nice neighborhood, and your neighbor has chickens, and they have a rooster, and it wakes you up at the crack of dawn, and you live in the posh side of town, where you're not supposed to have roosters. Right? So imagine how that hit all of those people in that community. You have some? You have some? You're that neighbor? I'm just kidding. We're right on the ditch. We all have chickens here. Well, in Houston, it's a little different. And legit, that person had, they had chickens. And then it says, call, the lawyer, or these, there's blah, 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 blah. And it had the number, and it had the lawyer, some chicken. Yeah. You should have had one. You probably needed one of those lassos in there. And it's literally just promotional. Like, call out your audience and sell to them. If you have this problem, call me. Simple as that. 4 of those posts. Does that sound doable? 4 of those posts. That's it. They can be as just very salesy as you want. And then the other 4 posts is a carousel post. A carousel post is a post that is a graphic, and it has about 2 to up to 20 slides. I tell people that they would love to hire us, but they're still doing it themselves, that honestly keep it down to 3, no more than 4 slides. 1 main point, call out your audience, tell them a little bit about the story, do the value, and at the last slide, call to action. If you're ready to take control of, where's my friend that just did the feature business? If you're ready to take control of your hormones and finally get into your skinny jeans, let's just say, call me. Let's book your one-on-one session. It's on me. Comment me, and I'll get you on my calendar right now. And so the people comment me. That's the carousel post. So it leads the person, basically what she did as a featured business, where she stood up here and she talked to you a little bit about, how it started or why or the importance. But now you're going to put it in a couple of slides and then the call to action at the end. And you're done. I want you to do 4 of those. So that every post in your pillar ties back to your business outcome. What is our outcome as business owners, ladies? What is our outcome? What do we want?
Sales. Absurd.
Yes, sales, profit margins, revenue, leads. We want that. Do we want Coca-Cola to call us for a sponsorship?
No.
Do we want, those gummy vitamins to send us a pack of gummy vitamins? No. So why are we rolling on the floor, shaking our behinds, and trying to do all of the Nicki Minaj trend where you like cross your leg and you're on top of the books and you're like sitting here, all of this stuff. There's no need to do any of that. As business owners, what do we need? We need leads. We need revenue. We need sales. So these are the kind of content that we need to create to get us to our business goal. If your goal this year was to hit $100,000, how are you going to get it? How is the piece of content that you created today going to get you one step closer to that business goal? How is the piece of content that you created right now going to take you one step closer to closing your next deal? And this is an example of a carousel. In video format, I'm talking about the same situation here. In carousel format, here's literally the what it looks like as you saw it. Again, the GIF right there on Instagram, so you can see the concept that I'm trying to create. It's purely for educational reasons. So now that you have 12 pieces of content, here's what I want you to do. You're going to batch 12 pieces of content. Sometimes the government comes up with some weird stuff and tells you, guess what, we have chickens in the IRS building, and so now all the tax returns are behind. You may have to do a post today that addresses that issue, right? So how nice is it that you get to not worry about content and you can create one piece that serves that need and post it? Because you've already finished all your other 12 posts. So there are posts that you can continue to do, and there are posts, the 12 that I want you to just do. So record 4 talking heads, create 4 carousels, make sure each caption has a clear call to action. The call to action is, what is the intent that you want the audience to take? What is the intent? Do you want them to book a call? Do you want them to DM you? Do you want them to click on the link in the bio and buy whatever it is that you're selling? What is the call to action that you want them to take? And add closed captioning. If you notice in my video, there's closed captioning, because a lot of times we watch videos with no sound on, but we can follow and read the closed captioning. So always add closed captioning. You can write this down, captions.ai, captions.ai. Throw your video there, press select, press enter, and it automatically does it for you. You don't even have to proofread it. Half the time, well, more than that, about 99.8% of the time, it's correct. Seriously. And half of the time, people don't even notice or care if there is a typo or a mistake in the order. And then schedule and publish it. Here's where it gets really amazing, guys. Remember how I told you about profitable evergreen content? Profitable evergreen content is that content that they're going to ask you yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and forevermore. So when I told you I hadn't posted in over 45 days, it's because I created a series of profitable evergreen content. Things they always ask me. They always ask me the same questions. You know, if I say link in bio, will I get penalized by Meta? No. What is the shadow banner? And I tell them. So those kind of content, they're going to keep asking over and over and over again. So guess what I do? I upload it into Social and who here wants a really good jukebox? And you can set the jukebox to play all your favorite songs, right? When you go to the timer, and you're like, and then it just keeps playing and playing and playing. It's the same thing, but not for your content. So remember when I told you should repost your content? The thing is it for you. Socialbee.com. You upload your content. You put it to schedule on what days you want it to go out. And then when it's done with the cycle, it'll pick up the cycle again. So whatever posted today, you may post 3 months from now. And you would never know that you did create content for that month. It's never.
So there's a loop there until you actually stop.
Until you stop it. Or you feed it more content, brand new content, and the new content goes on top, and then it starts playing all the old content again.
So it goes through the new and
And they all
It's channel TV.
Mhm. And guess what? Just in their platform, where people don't get bored, there's a little button that says shuffle. You can hit shuffle a couple of times, and it just reorganizes the order of your content, so that again, just in case they saw that, or they see it repeating a little too much. There's so many things you can do in social media. You can set it and forget it. Who remembers that infomercial? Set it and forget it. Yes.
Okay, so social media is it connect with other social platforms?
It connects with every social media platform out there. All Meta, LinkedIn, TikTok, Threads, like literally every X,
Which nobody uses now, I'm sure. And
formerly the bird, the bluebird, Twitter. Yes. So remember how I said set it and forget? Remember that infomercial, set it and forget it? And the guy goes and he puts the chicken inside the thing, and the rotisserie chicken comes out, and you're like, ooh, I have dinner now? I have leads now. That's what's going to happen when you set it and forget it. Now, I really don't want you to forget it. I want you to go back into Social Beat, and you're going to look at your dashboard, and you're going to click on the analytics, and now you're going to look at what your best performing content is. And then you're going to look at which content really sucked. So you're going to delete all the content, or just draft it, remove the content that wasn't good, and leave the good content. And then you create your 12 pieces and upload brand new content this month. Guess what? Next month, I don't feel like adulting. I don't want to do content this month. So this month, I don't have to upload it. So it'll just play everything I uploaded last month and whatever was in my jukebox. And then next month, I feel like a total boss babe. I'm going to slay all my content. You know what? I'm going to do 15 pieces. And I did 15 pieces, uploaded it. They are all brand new. They look amazing. Okay? And then you can set it to post Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. However you want to set it, it'll give you the cadence, and you kind of have an idea of like, okay, if I do it 3 times a week, and I have X amount of content in the folder, then that's going to give me at least 3 months of content. So for 3 months, I really don't have to do any new content if I don't want to. Because the content that's in there is profitable evergreen, meaning that the people that are looking to hire me are going to look through all that content and say, oh yeah, I need it. She's talking to me. She's answering my questions. She's not rolling on the floor or doing the thinking and last trend. Because as soon as me, who's going to go buy car insurance, if I see that, I'm like, but she didn't give me a reason why her. And as business owners, we need to give our audience a reason why you. Why you instead of her. If you guys do the same thing, why should I pick you, Nicole, versus our sister here? But if she has no content and you have content, I'm immediately going to build that know, like, and trust faster. But if I see her doing all the trends, all the funny stuff, the memes, all that, that's not going to answer whether she is a better fit for me or whether you can answer what I need. So that's why it's so important for you guys to think that way as business owners. All right. So the not so forget part is I really want you guys to go back into the analytics, and I want you to see on your analytics which was the best performing. I want you to spend no more than 2 hours creating your content a month. How does that sound? 2 hours, once a month, create your 12 pieces, come back at the end of the month, or come back at the first of the month, and just look at your analytics. It takes about 5 minutes to do that. And decide which pieces really worked and we did it. Who commented? And you know how sometimes some people comment on your Facebook? And then some people comment on your LinkedIn? And then they say, like, oh, I got a notification, but I don't remember which app to open and where I got them from. Guess what? Social Media has a dashboard where you just click on the comments, the little dashboard, and all your comments for all your feeds show up. And so now you can reply directly on the platform rather than like, where did that person comment? Was it LinkedIn? Was it Threads? Was it Twitter? So it's all in one dashboard. And trying to make your life so easy. Because you can get so overwhelmed with the amount of platforms, the amount of content that you've got to create, with the amount of work that it takes, and you still have to run a business. We don't have time for that, ladies. We don't. Identify your top performing content, remove what's underperforming, tweak it. Like with Debbie said, well, I posted it. When did I change the picture? Well, maybe you change the picture, that might fly better. What if you change the music? That might work better. What if you make the caption a little bit bigger? That might work better. Consider who your audience is. They might like bigger captions so they can read better because your audience is a little older. So you might need that for it to say, oh, I need to call Debbie. Set to random. You can even set your posting to random so it'll pull from all the different folders. It'll pull from a carousel, a video, or promotional. And whatever it chooses, it'll post today. So you can set your programs like that. Always set your content to requeue. And this is obviously very specific to Social Media. Not a lot of other platforms that help you manage social media do this. So this is very specific to Social Media. You can requeue your content, which means you can use it like a jukebox. And you can even set limited life. At Siphon, we post for the monthly meeting. Who's in charge of social media for the league here? And how many times do you have to post?
Who cares?
Yeah. Right? So you gotta post the meeting today, and then you gotta post the meeting next week, and you're gonna announce the meeting again, and you're gonna keep announcing the meeting. We as volunteers also don't have time to keep uploading and posting every week. We just don't. And so it's so nice that we upload the graphic ones. We set it to 3 times a week, or 2 times a week. It goes out. I think it goes out like a Thursday, Tuesday, and a Friday is when it goes out, the monthly meeting. And then we set it to expire. We put expire on, and like let's say today's what, the 22nd. So it would the one to announce this meeting, it would set it to expire on the 2nd. So once it expires, it even deletes from the program. So you don't even have to go back and try to clean it up, change, let me turn that off and upload the new one. You don't have to. Because you set it to expire. How cool is that? Especially for those that are health insurance or in accounting, where you have time-specific stuff that is very limited. During this month, you've got to do this. Or, hey, make sure you turn in you export this, or you turn in your that thing that we have to now file for S-corps that has to be done before January. And so if you keep announcing, what is that entity registration?
So I have to do that now.
Oh, it didn't have something that I think it
Started.
But, last year they were posting that a lot. So imagine you forgot and you're still posting it, and it's still getting posted in February. Well, the deadline already passed, right? So how nice is it that you can expire your content? So it's about working smarter, not harder. We don't want to work hard. We already work very, very hard as it is. And you can also use AI to help you increase how fast you create these graphics, how fast you add captions, because Captions AI is an AI that you can upload and immediately uses AI to close caption your videos. You don't have to sit there and close caption your videos. So use AI to help you increase the output and make it faster for you to create content. And instead of taking you hours, 5 to 6 hours, it takes you 2, at most 3 every month to create your content that you need, so that you can start really being consistent online with telling your story, telling who you are, who you're for, and why they need to buy from you and not someone else. And not go down the street and lose that deed to your competitor because they were online.
Question. Then, go ahead.
Yes.
So for those of us that share our post, like monthly meetings, what would you recommend for us?
So if you share, let's say, because I saw you guys sharing that you were...
We all share to our different social medias.
One of the things that we do at Siphon is we share within groups. So Siphon, the account, is now a member of different Facebook groups. And so I share the event into different Facebook groups to amplify the post. Always share from the business page out into your personal on the way to it. So that is correct. And also make sure that what you also want to do is give it some like markers. Is as soon as the post goes out in your business page, how many of you guys have employees? A few of you have employees. Get your employees to comment on the post I just posted. Not every single post, maybe, a post that's important, or at least once a week, make it a habit that your employees you're just like, shouldn't be affected. Sorry, Jessica. Good. So make sure you reply. And then now that it has all these comments, when now you share to your page, the algorithm's going to favor it and start opening it up and exposing it more and giving it more reach and visibility. So you do want that. And then also, now that you share it into groups, people in that group get to see it. So now it opens up so that if someone's scrolling, they're more likely to see Brian Hawes, Jason, Charter Chapter post than ever before, if you had never shared anything that I heard.
Like the videos on like YouTube say like and share. So when you like and share that,
Like, share, comment, especially, it's not even like and share, it's comment and share. Share and drop a comment in there. Like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for this. I'm going to invite a friend. Or tag someone. Luca tags in, Debbie, we need to make sure that this meeting is going to be a great topic. That's the kind of stuff that helps, not just the lead, but in your business pages, your content help it perform better. So play to your strengths. If filming video is easier for you, I know that I say that all the time. Guys, it's so much easier to film video. But I also understand that some of you may feel like, when I get in front of the camera, I don't do so well. But I promise you, it's the easiest method or format for you to create. You don't have to edit. You don't have to really just, hey, turn it on. Start with whatever you want to start with and start getting in the habit of creating video. It'll build up your confidence. It'll make it easier. Next time how many of you guys go for long walks or walk your doggies and all of a sudden, all the great ideas happen in your head. And then when you come back, you're like, what was that? It was so good though, but I can't remember what it was. So take your phone with you, pull it out while you're walking, and do a video. I promise you it's the easiest way to do video.
that happens to be read in the shower. Any recommendations?
Well, I can't even stand up here and lie to you and be like, now girl, I literally like sometimes put my phone and I put it in an angle where you only see my face and I come on like, yeah. Just for like, because it happens. You're like, oh. For me, it's like when I'm at the gym and I'm on the treadmill and you're done with your workout and then you're on the treadmill and you're like, ooh, for some reason that first thing in the morning hits and it's like your doggies get the zoomies and you're like, that's my brain in the morning having zoomies. I want all these great ideas or great things I want to talk about, and then when I get back home on time, I'm like, I was supposed to pull kinds of together and then that was supposed to tell me. So a lot of times I just place my phone on top of the treadmill at the gym and I just go for it. So again, don't feel like it has to be perfectly polished and just gorgeous because it doesn't have to be. Others may feel that carousels are easier for them to create. Others, it may be a picture. I'm really notorious, and I'm going to give you guys a secret. And I can't believe I'm sharing this. Okay, you guys are going to be the first ones to know. And thank goodness Tia left. She won't know. I'm notorious for posting like that really cute picture, or like I'm going to have her maybe take a few pictures of in the foyer here at the hotel, and like maybe me pretending to be on the computer, or like, maybe on the phone or something. I'll have her take pictures, right? Well, what I like to do is I like to take and upload my pictures, and I upload them to FreePic. And FreePic creates my AI twin. And I promise you, the pictures that you see on my feed in my personal page, you'll think it's me, you'll swear it's me. And it's not. It's my AI twin. And it has all of these great pictures where I'm like having a tea at this like cabana, or I'm in a power pose in an office, or I'm in someone even commented, I love your kitchen, Jay. You have the prettiest kitchen. It's so Instagrammable. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's AI.
So did you share your AI secret was?
I haven't yet,
Okay.
but a lot of people did get it wrong. But I will tell you, if you go to my page, there's a picture of me it's a black and white picture. It's not that one. I will tell you, it's not. And everybody's like, it's that one. No, actually, that's the real picture that I gave AI to copy. That's the one I fed it and say, this is how I look in real life. Great thing AI is trying. So, don't waste time perfecting what trains you. If social media trains you, don't try to perfect it. It's better that you put it out raw than if you don't post at all. And also, some of us just need to delegate. Either hire an agency like myself or hire someone to help you do all the graphics. Here, I want all of this stuff that I just wrote. I need you to put it in carousel post. Can you do that for me? Sometimes, thank you. Sometimes we just need someone to just do the other stuff that we don't like doing. The graphic design and all that stuff. And some entrepreneurs build a content system with the support of agencies. There's strategy first agencies like that. How often did I move back and getting forward? Okay, so we're going to go over really quick what we just recapped today. Posting randomly is not a strategy. Posting quotes is not a strategy. We need to use profitable evergreen content, which is just a cute, great way for you to say content that questions that people are going to ask you today, yesterday, tomorrow, and for more. What to post and how often is really up to you. You can create your 12 posts. You can even do 6 posts for the month. 2, 2, and 2. 2, 4, 6, and be done for the month. And then you just schedule it on social media to go out 3 times, to go out daily, to go out 2 times a week. It's really up to you. So now you don't feel like I have to post today. Tomorrow I wake up and I'm like, I gotta post again today. You don't have to. Use the tool to help you. And then build out content. There's times where we are really hyper creative. I get really cute when I go to meetings, when I go to my networking groups, and I do my hair. Any other time, guys, and do not post this.
Same thing.
I'm a hot mess. I mean, literally, full of dog hair. And literally, hot mess. No makeup on, ponytail, sweats, all that stuff. So I purposely try that if I'm going to go out to a networking meeting in the morning, then that afternoon I block out my calendar so no one bothers me because I'm really pretty and I can get in front of the camera and take cute pictures or take video. Work really smart. Because the last thing I want to hear is like, Jay, but I don't feel like getting dressed today and doing video. Well, but had you used that opportunity, like you getting really cute the other day and block that time, we wouldn't worry about that day when you don't feel like it. And so use social media, batch, and that gives you the freedom that you need. And, let's use these time-saving steps to work smarter and not harder. So, I want to leave you guys with this. If you don't get serious about your content, who's here ready to get serious about their content? Who's here ready? You know what? Let me rephrase that. Who's here seriously ready to be serious about their business? I know I am. I am serious about my business. If you are not serious about your business, someone else down the street is going to be more serious and they're going to take all of your leads. Plain and simple. Your competition will take your clients, your credibility, and your cash. Period. This is where I don't remember. Thank you so much. Now, go ahead and click on the QR code. It'll send you directly to my Instagram. And I want you to DM me, boss. And you're going to take me home with you today. And you're going to put me in your office. And I'm going to be your new employee. And you're going to download the batching checklist. It's a checklist that's going to give you all, like, how to do it. Basically, everything you learned how to do tonight, even more broken down, more digestible, easy for you to follow. It's going to give you a link to all the tools that I talked about tonight. If I need to get out of the way, let me know. Maybe the other way around. And it's going to give you everything you need all in one document. Like, I put so many resources in there. So when you go in there, I want you to make sure you hit Let's Start. And when you hit Let's Start, because if you don't hit Start, you're never going to get it. You're going to put your name, your last name, your email, and then it's going to give you the link to that document. So if you don't follow it, you're not going to get the link to the document. So make sure that you get the link to the document, and you hit Let's Begin. I think it's Let's Begin, I think that's what it says. All right. So do we have any questions?
What are you using with that? It's standard. It's one
Many chat.
Fraser. Then
MANY.
oh, that is okay. But
Many chat.
same here.
Yes. And many chat is,
Don't
you can set automations like this. If someone lands on your page and they go into your DM, many chat, you can also set where it has little bubbles that show up here. So if they've never interacted with your page before, it'll show up, would you like to book a call? Would you like to download this resource? So if I've never been to your page, I can click on those things, or book a one-on-one with you. So ManyChat is a really great tool for business owners. It'll increase lead capture and lead conversion. Any other questions?
And my question was in regards to the social feed, which you track just multiple things out. And I want to love it too. But my question is, so some of us are business owners, some of us aren't. Some of us have been provided tools, but those tools may not be what we want them to be to be successful. We're looking for best things. But what are we talking cost-wise for just a regular person to use?
I think the lowest plan is like $19 or $29.
Well, it must be here or something like that. Yeah, that's not bad.
No, you're looking at maybe about $20 a month.
Yeah, so that because we were looking at something because this is what we ran into for our first meetup.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Having a post for events is the worst because you constantly have to post.
And also, let me ask you a question. Are these, is it posting the same post to all your platforms or is it different?
You can.
That annoys me on a personal level. Like, if you're liking something on a business link, on your LinkedIn page, and then you also see it on Facebook, and then you've already liked it here.
Yes.
So, are you able to
You
like?
can go in there and then switch your graphic.
That idea. So the shuffle, yeah.
You can switch your graphics and you can click on that one. You can upload the post and upload the graphic and the caption. And then you can click variation.
Okay.
And then you can change the graphic to a different color or a different whatever. And it'll keep the same caption but different graphic. Or it'll keep the same graphic but different caption. And then that way it'll post differently. Or you can even have this post maybe for LinkedIn you want it to look a certain way, and for Facebook you want it to look another way. I will tell you that whoever follows you on Instagram, they follow you on Instagram, they may see it again in Facebook, but they typically don't do a third platform. So the likelihood of someone being overloaded with the same exact post because they check every single platform is not likely. Most people check one platform, at most two for the day. But they have that one platform, like I have to check all platforms. So it's because I live on it. So for you and me, it is going to be a pet peeve. But for the general public that just uses one platform, they'll never see that.
Right.
It'll bother us.
It won't bother them.
We've had any other questions? Yes.
Or this to share.
I can definitely record it to share with you. I recorded it to download it and upload it to YouTube into a private link, and then I can share it with all of you. So you get to always come back and rewatch it. Absolutely.
You were talking about the AI stuff when
Yes.
people have been asked them for a headshot. And
While you're doing that, I'm going to get online so that I can show you.
I take serious pictures.
That's right.
I'm a lot bigger about it as I am on straight. And if I don't have one to share from the start to at one point. So
Oh boy.
we can line the opinions up.
Tina knows my secrets now.
You were all and for the thanks on Bill.
So what you do is you feed it about 20 to 30 pictures. Just here. And
You set the freak that even talk
like now, Tina has seen me in dresses like that, so has Debbie and Olive, right? So that's AI. That's not me. Okay?
what's different it does or do like I've been
It does look highly curated.
Tina, what happens in Color Station stays in
Stays in college station. Exactly. Do not share it. Now I will share, I can get to it.
what thing is it cost perfect?
This one, you get like the first month free, and then you can, pay, I believe $39 is the plan I'm on. I think there's a plan that's less.
I'm more interested in, put it, expecting to light out to date somebody and then you can't think I might not.
But it looks like you.
And you're not really faking them out.
Not faking it. It's your face.
It's like a break perfection.
Just not your clothes. That's pretty much it. I can tell you that it got really good. That's me, guys. Like, if you've ever seen me, that's me. Like, that's so me. And Tina knows me very well, so she was like, oh, she didn't know right now that that's a guy. She probably would be like, oh, that's so you.
Is that Anna?
That's Anna.
So show me the real one. I have it.
So the real ones are
Only for eyes of what they know. Here is my words. So does it change or within the
It changes their clothes. It changes their background. It changes, all of that.
It's your virtual world. Does it also record you?
Yeah, it does. So I'm trying to figure out where I fit it. I can't remember where I fit it. It's here. So like,
Wouldn't it be in that clothes?
there's a place when you first start, and it's in here. I just can't see it for right now because it's a little late. I might screen see. But I uploaded literally headshots from my phone, and that's what it uses to what you do me. And I know that Tina wanted to see the video.
So it's like you record the videos that you liked, which you got free videos for videos.
So for this one,
Upload them and
you just take your selfie in 30 different formats, you upload it, and then it gives you a picture, and then you turn that picture into a video. And now you have B-roll for your Instagram or B-roll or whatever. You put text on top of it, and the way that's real.
bring it up. Main casual.
I use it all the time. And I literally put just text on top of it so that you can't really see that is, AI. Because you're too busy reading the screen. So yeah, it's really neat, guys. Like what it does, it's pretty amazing. Sometimes they get a little weird, but most of the time they're really nice. And it's on brand. I can create branded stock. I can create anything that I want that's super on brand. Like, some of this stuff, it will hallucinate a little bit. And depending on how I prompt it, it will. So
So an AI is really give you red lobbies.
it's
I mean, really.
yeah. And my job been playing with AI for a long time, so I've had other versions of AI do stuff like this, but this is the models are getting so good.
Which one?
I mean, the AI models are really getting good. Yeah, and now you really can't tell. There's a
Bunch.
so you friend me on Facebook. Really was me though. Well, so this was the post that Pam was talking about. So I'll show you. This is a real picture. This was shot back in 2018 or 2019, somewhere around there. And this was shot at the Stila Executive Conference in Los Angeles. It was shot by Sanchez and Sanchez, the famous photographers that shoot Dina Ramesses. Okay? This was my Women of Excellence Federation of Houston Professional Women picture for the gala. And that doesn't look like me. And it was shot in real life. See what I mean?
Dude.
And that's me. My AI twin.
Wow. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how this picture is not AI? That's a real photograph, a real photographer took that. And that's me. But it's my twin. That's an AI picture. Thank you guys.
Yeah. That's right. So now that it's really good. Oh, jeez. I'm replacing the picture.
Yes?
I want to congratulate you.
Yes.
Joining the Forever Kids.
Thank you.
She is still recovering. Capitalization, then you should be staying here.
So for those of you, the guests who are here, so you don't know, the top 10 businesswoman is the highest honor bestowed on a member from by the American Businesswomen's Association. And every year, all of the ladies submit a candidate from the league. And from those candidates, 10 are chosen. From those 10, at conferential we go in November, one becomes the American Businesswoman. And so now that you are starting the class of 2026, the top 10, you are now in forever top 10. And it is the highest honor that you can receive. And so, yes, I'm very grateful. It's really cool. Thank you. That's right, sister.
Real visual.